Hello, in this video we will understand about the homopaternal versus heteropaternal superfecundation. So that is so easy to understand. Let's begin to understand. So basically the homopaternal versus heteropaternal mean the different father or same father. The homo mean the same, hetero mean the different. So this is a female, remember. This contains reproductive system. Let's begin to understand first of all the menstrual cycle. So what will be happen? This is a menstrual, the reproductive system of female contain two ovaries, fallopian tubes, two endometrium and uterus inside where the fetus will grow, and fallopian tube, and this is the cervix and vagina, and this is the uterus basically inside. So here is the ovary. The structure of ovary inside is the primary follicle. Is stimulated by the follicle stimulating hormone released from the pituitary gland. Remember, for the primary follicle will mature into the secondary follicle due to the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. After the increasing of the luteinizing hormone, the ovulation will occur, the release of egg into the fallopian tube, and the left behind the glandular structure is known as the corpus luteum, will produce the progesterone and estrogen itself for the vascularization of the endometrium in the uterine wall. If the fertilization will not occur, the corpus luteum will degenerate and release to again the menstrual cycle. So let's begin to understand from the pituitary gland. This is the pituitary gland after the stimulation from puberty. When puberty will occur, the follicle stimulating hormone releasing factor or gonadotropin releasing hormone released from the hypothalamus to stimulate the adenohypophyse anterior pituitary gland to release the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Remember. So here we will discuss first the follicle stimulating hormone will stimulate the primary follicle, and this is the menstrual cycle from 0 to 28 days. This is a follicular development. Let's begin to understand. In the 4 days menstruation after, in the 4 days during the menstruation, the follicle stimulating hormone stimulate the again further follicle to mature the secondary follicle, and this will lead to 14 days for ovulation when the luteinizing hormone will increase and follicle stimulating hormone will slight spike. So the corpus luteum will be formed. This corpus luteum after the ovulation will produce the estrogen as well as the progesterone. So this is the pituitary and ovarian hormone regulation. Let's begin to understand. During the 4 days, the follicle stimulating hormone will increase, while the other hormone will not increase, but luteinizing hormone, but estrogen will increase slightly. So the progesterone will increase from the corpus luteum. We will understand that. So the follicle stimulating hormone will stimulate the primary follicle into the secondary follicle formation, while let's begin to understand the pituitary and ovarian hormone. So the follicle stimulating hormone is released here, and during ovulation it slightly increase before the ovulation, while the blue color is the estrogen will increase before the ovulation and after the ovulation. And in this way here is the luteinizing hormone increase for the ovulation. Estrogen ovulation after the ovulation will increase due to the endometrial thickness, and progesterone increase. Progesterone increase means the vascularization and thickness and mammary gland development. So this is the endometrial cycle. Endometrium thickness increase due to the progesterone, while the progesterone release from the corpus luteum will also inhibit the hypothalamus inhibition of follicle stimulating hormone to stop further follicle development. So in this way the further follicle will not develop due to the inhibition of follicle stimulating hormone. But in this case, in superfecundation, follicle stimulating hormone not inhibit due to progesterone late production to further primary follicle maturation to release 2 egg or 3 egg, so more than 1 egg. But it is rare case. But remember that the non-identical twins produce like this due to the more than one follicle development, more than one follicle and egg releasing process. So the follicle stimulating hormone will not inhibit if. So the normal fertilization means the egg will unite with the one sperm to diploid from haploid gamete to fertilization to produce zygote, and zygote will be further developed into the embryo and fetus and the complete individual. This is a female contain a reproductive system, so the fertilization will occur and due to the male. So the basically when two egg release, but in normally if we will discuss the this is the male and the egg will fertilization from the male, the one partner, and fertilization to form zygote. After the zygote, the diploid will develop into the fetus. So remember that things, the follicle stimulating hormone overproduction lead to produce 2 egg or 3 egg. So this was the normal mechanism to development with a normal 1 egg. But the homopaternal superfecundation, let's begin to understand. The homopaternal superfecundation mean the second ejaculation from the same male. So in this way the father is same. So the homopaternal superfecundation means the one egg will be fertilization from the first intercourse and the second intercourse require the second fertilization, so the second ejaculation by same male. In this way, the two egg will be fertilization during the due to the different ejaculation time, and in this way, the fertilization will occur with the same male, but the genetic material is different. So, in this way, the non-identical twins will be formed. And this is known as a superfecundation rather than the fertilization will occur in the same ejaculation, but it requires the two ejaculation because it basically because it the zygote formation due to two zygote formation will lead to produce two fetus different the genetic material not identical but non-identical. So in this way, the development will occur. This is known as the homopaternal superfecundation, remember. But if let's begin to understand further the heteropaternal superfecundation. Heteropaternal superfecundation means the not only one father required, but in this way the more than one male involved for the fertilization in the same period in the same cycle. So in this way, this is the egg basically first male ejaculation to form the fertilization with the egg from the first ovulation in the same cycle, but remember that the second egg will be released in the same cycle, and in this way the second zygote will be formed due to the second fertilization during the second intercourse from the different male, not same male. So in this way the two father is involving in the single pregnancy. So the single pregnancy is containing two fetus, non-identical and heteropaternal. Heteropaternal mean the father is different. The two father is involving, but the mother is same. So number one thing is that this is the first male is going to fertilize during the first intercourse. After this, the fertilization, the zygote will be formed, but the second ovulation will occur due to the follicle stimulating hormone overproduction and the luteinizing hormone due to the not inhibition of follicle stimulating hormone to stop further follicle development. And in this way, the progesterone are genetic factors, and progesterone will not release instantly, so the allowed follicle stimulating hormone to release more, and in this way the further follicle can be mature. And after this, the ovulation will be occur in the same cycle of the menses, the menstrual cycle. In the same menstrual cycle, the two egg will be released in the different time, and in this way the second egg when released, the first zygote will be formed with the first male after the second intercourse with the another male with the same female. In this way, the heteropaternal superfecundation will occur. In this way, the second male in second intercoursal time during same cycle, and in this way, the second ovulation requires the again fertilization from the sperm, but the same male will not involve, but the different male will use to intercourse. If the second male will not intercourse and not mating, so in this way the second egg will be not fertilized, and in this way it will discard. So this is the second ovulation in same cycle to produce the second egg in same period. In this way the fertilization will be occur differently, and in this way the two zygote will be formed. Both zygote is second sperm from different male due to second ovulation in the same menstrual cycle. In this way the two zygote will be formed. The two zygote is due to the second fertilization, and both zygote is non-identical and their parent is different. Father is different, but the mother is same. So the father is different but mother is same. In this way, the further development to form a heteropaternal superfecundation lead to implantation to grow twins. And these twins after the blastocyst formation. The blastocyst is the formation. In this way, the blastocele cavity will be formed. An implantable embryo. This implantable embryo will grow the differently, and in this way the placenta can be a two placenta. So remember, the two placenta is involving and non-identical twins. The both non-identical twins DNA recombination not same and not father same. So this video was about the homopaternal and heteropaternal superfecundation. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe.